auto popping. You
what up?
Told the girl you rap, but your CD flapping.
Hey.
Say you're getting money, man.
Hey, this is considered an old school song now, brother. Like, what young cats make you feel old today?
I keep the perk by the
They said Hood Nigga was a classic. They said my dad listened to that. I said, yo, man.
Hey, first of all, your pop sound like a real nigga.
Hard off the bat. What up? This is the bank though. I'm talking about the club starter. Need a scale for the work. I can eyeball work.
I'm not too. Hey, make your situation worse. In that long black.
All eyes on me.
Shorty,
I'm a ball first.
Say the truth hurt.
Hustle mean hard work. If you still go to church.
Man, this rap shit is easy.
Every beat I get out.
I keep the perk by the pound. The chump stay bunking out.
Talk about, boy, and on the low, the ones who know what happened when the
If I didn't say, you know what was going to happen after that, right?
The ones that were there knew when this shit.
And I keep a back.
Hey, you know what's happening.
You didn't know.
You know what's coming.
There's no said, man. If you were there, you was there. If you wasn't, too bad, bro. Too bad. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of IDK Sports Podcast. My name is Anthony. It's my main man, Kenny.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, because this is the premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. I mean, like, I know I usually say what we're going to talk about, but I think y'all know what the main topic of the day is, right? What the main topic is.
What is it?
Kenny Man's boots, man.
What is it? I don't know. Nah, tell me, what is it?
Boots had a dominant performance. We're going to get all into that. Got some other boxing news and boxing fights coming up that we're going to talk about. We got NBA. We didn't talk about it last week because we were talking about the Boots fight. But now we got a full scope of some of the big blockbuster trades, and boy, it was a lot of them. So we're going to get into that. WNBA All-Star starters were announced. I don't know how we feel. Some of us like them. I got one person I think can go on the bench, but we'll talk about that when we get there. We'll talk about like that when we get there. Next thing, you know what I'm saying? We got, hey, all I know is we're going to have to take some people. We're going to trial today. Some people actually are going to trial, for real. Like,
that's a fact.
Like, for real. Like, what is real? Allegedly, indictments. So, you know. But only way you can watch it is if you hit that like, share, subscribe button and rock with us right here on IDK Sports Podcast. Kenny, how you feeling?
Oh, brother, I'm feeling good, feeling great. How are you? I feel assured. I feel confirmed. I feel like all the stones that was cast in my direction, they all fall by the wayside. It's good to be right. It's good to be right. Let me check it real quick. Let me get my stuff right. Hold on.
Oh, snap. I guess he really did have to check in. I thought he was joking. But like you said, man, we got Boots. You back, bro?
We good?
Yeah, we good. We moving back.
All right. Thank you.
But you know what I'm saying? Like your boy Boots, we're gonna talk about it. But before we get into that, man, hey man, some things happen. With y'all help, we hit the milestone that we've been trying to get to. So like I want to say every pod, we appreciate it. And let's keep running that number up. 200 and growing. Right here, IDK Sports Pod. So a big salute to everybody that hit that subscribe button. A big salute to everybody that hit the subscribe button today. Hey man, we appreciate it. It does not go unnoticed, man. We started this with nothing, and now we at 200. So let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. Bro. Let's keep moving forward, bro.
Yeah, I just share a quick love token, man. Salute, IDK fam. I don't even know if that's a phrase that we use, but y'all come kick it with us. Y'all replay us. Y'all Hey, man, y'all, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hey, look, 200 mean the world to us. You know what I'm saying? Mean the world to us. As Ant mentioned, literally started from nothing. We was at one point we was up here talking to ourselves. So by all stretch of the imagination, we appreciate each and every ear we turn, every eye that sets a gaze upon our videos, bro. Like, we appreciate it. Not 1 second, not one moment goes unnoticed, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you. That's it, man. I didn't get too mushy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. You know, soft shit. We gotta still be thugs. We gotta image.
That soft ass shit.
Yeah. All right, man. Ain't no need to delay it no more.
Mail coming. Hey, damn, we got the mail jumping. This the shit that get the jail. Nigga, we just left the club and got the shell jumping.
Hey, man. Boost TKO Zayas to become the unified 154 world champion. Put the world on notice. Put the fight game on notice. It's even more hate for some people that's still hating, and some people were very impressed. All right, man. King, the floor is yours, man. I ain't gonna take too much of your time.
Oh, man, I was gonna let you, do your thing. You sure?
Yeah, you got it.
You sure? I don't want to step on your toe, man. Fuck out of here! I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. I told you. I told you. I told you. When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I could have been right. So either way, I'm right. But this time I was right. Boost Ennis, bro. Boost Ennis, pound for pound champion, bro. Unified twice over. Once at 47, now at 54. And we did it in dominant fashion. I say we because that's my client. That's my client. I sponsor his activities. Bro. All right, let me calm down here. Let me calm down. All right, so let me calm down. Let's actually get into the topic, bro. But I told you, motherfuckers. I told you. Go ahead.
Hey, bro, go ahead. Break down the fight, man. This your guy, bro. We watched the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Great performance by Boots. I mean, came out power punching. I do think that Zayas' game plan backfired because he's not really like a slugger standing in the box like that guy. He's more of a boxer, but he was the bigger fighter. No doubt about it. That's the first thing I said when the ring walk happened. I said, man, he definitely got at minimum 10 to 15 pounds on Boots. He definitely was the bigger, definitely had to come in there at 165. Minimum.
Easy.
Zayas, before we go, I know we're gonna talk a lot about Boots. Zayas, heart of a lion, bro. Some of them shots he was taking, I do not know how he stayed on his feet as long as he did. He got dropped in the first round, and he stood in there, kept taking punishment, gave back some work. Not gonna lie, gave back some work. But hey, man, of all the people saying he quit, bro, you didn't watch the fight, bro. You were a highlight watcher or just a TikTok watcher. Because you cannot come out of that fight as a true boxing fan and not be impressed by that young man. Young fighter, bright future ahead of him. You just ran up against one of them ones of this generation that looks like he's gonna be, right? Boots, what can you say? Power punch. After power punch. Got sloppy in that third round. Or that fourth round. Correct me if I'm wrong. One of the rounds got
you good, buddy? You good?
At the third, got sloppy, got caught a couple times, was hurt. I know his dad said he wasn't hurt. I know Boo said he wasn't hurt. I was watching, I saw his legs. He was hurt. If Zion could have put some more combos together, your boy, Earth wasn't that far away. Let's put it like that. Earth wasn't that far away. But Zayas showed heart, showed great composure. Took the beating. Like I said, I think his strategy that they came in was, I'm the bigger fighter, I'm gonna overpower him. And then once he got knocked down, once he couldn't go back to boxing. Now we gotta fight because I gotta get points. I gotta look more dominant, even if I have a chance. Like I said, Boots, bruh, like we haven't seen power like this at this weight class in a long time, bro. In a long time. It's kind of like he's starting, like, for me, this fight gave him the reputation of how I feel about Tank. Everybody got a game plan against Tank till they get hit. That's how it's starting to feel with Boots. Everybody got a game plan with Boots until you get hit. And hey, man, I can't say nothing more about it. Hats off to him. I don't got the pound for pound list with us now, but it will be up on our socials at IDK Sports on TikTok, IDK Sports on Instagram. We will be updating the pound for pound list. And definitely, if you don't have them in your top 10, I don't know what you're looking at. But I'm gonna let you talk about Boots, but I just want to get out the Zayas, man. Respect. He's definitely got a bright future ahead of him. If they can turn him around, he don't take this loss too seriously. We take it seriously, but don't like let it hinder his growth, especially at 160. You could be looking at another unified fighting for belt at middleweight and super middleweight, because the skill is there, the heart is there, and he does have skill. He just went up against somebody this is outclassed and overmatched.
Yeah, bro. I'm definitely going to big up Zayas, but in a moment. Not right now. I'm going to big up Zayas, but trust me, because he earned a lot of respect from me. But just getting straight to it, round one. First thing I noticed, out the gate, the jab was there. And if you got the jab working, and what happens? Does everything else follow? Yeah. If the jab is there, hey, everything else is there. So came out the gate, Boots established the jab. I'm like, okay, we back on timing. I was wondering how we was gonna come out this fight. Like, hey, look, maybe I play a boxing game. He is a bigger fighter. Maybe I just pick my shots. I'm like, maybe this does go 12. Maybe I stay away from his left hand. Nah, out the gate, I was quickly reminded this is an offensive fighter.
Yeah.
I was just as the first bell ringed, I was like, oh, that's right. He is an offensive first fighter. Mm-hmm. So he's on the attack from round one. Mm-hmm. And as the case laid out, round one, we get a knockdown. And that's just from putting punches in bunches, right? Not necessarily a power shot, but just stringing punches together, and it was like, got clipped, not necessarily a haymaker, but a strong right, slipping to the deck. I'm like, oh, we in for a goodie. We in for a good one tonight, Boots. You can ask, and we was watching the fight together. Hey, we in for a good one. We got action tonight. Round two, not too much, just a little bit of shoe shining. It's more so seeing like, hey, where's Zayas at? Did he recover? All right, cool. Move on to round three. Eek. Now we starting to get scary.
Zayas woke up. Back under him.
For the first time, and since the fight, I've seen Boots in post conferences, side interviews, and he keeps saying the same thing. I got lazy because it was too easy. I got lazy. It was easy. I slacked on my defense. Well, my boy, I hope you learned your damn lesson. I hope you learned your lesson.
This cat, he was hurt. That flush, that right hook he hit him with, that hurt him.
Yeah. But also, and you know what type of game we in, bro. You know this is the Uber hyper machismo. Yeah. You know,
your head snapped back, dog. So I know you was hurt. Your head,
bro. He hit him. He had the jangle leg too. Like you can't. Man, I'm right there with you. You had the jangle leg and your head snap. You was looking at the lights at one point.
What's that? Oh
Lord. I'm coming, Elizabeth. And like it was there, bro. It was there. I'm like, and bro, you as me and Ed was watching the fight, bro, it was like, uh-oh.
But your boy about to touch earth.
I was like, where? Because I did. Mind you, this is the first time we've seen him visibly hurt. Now, to be fair, Boots been caught before. He gets hit.
That's one of his knocks. Actually, he get hit.
And what we do this last show up or this last fight, we prove it again. He gets hit. Right? So again, jangle legs, looking at the lights. A little can't really clinch for real because you all just shovel. For 30 seconds of this fight, y'all was about to have a ball on this pod. For about 30 seconds there, I probably wouldn't have showed up for this pod.
He was quiet. He was yelling the whole first round. That third round, he was like, "Oh shit!" I was like,
I probably would have potted with my camera off. So, if about 30 seconds there, hey,
that fourth round was probably was it the fourth round? Fourth or fifth?
Which one?
That was probably fourth or fifth round was probably one of the best rounds of boxing of action I've seen. I'm
with you, bro.
Long time.
Again, I don't know if it was the third or the fourth. Well, I can't really remember right now. I probably got to spin the fight back again. I'm sure I will, but spin the fight back again. But one of those between the third and the fourth round of the year contested, early round of the year favorite. Chucking.
Okay, you got me. I was like, ooh. It's like some having a heart shit, dog.
And bruh, and this is exactly what gets the fans going, bro. For a while, we get patronized and we get rocked to sleep with this fighting style of wanting to be Floyd. Hyper defensive, hyper Philly shell, hyper hard guards. Like it's just, but we just get rocked to sleep of just getting on your bike and pop shotting. Bro, that is not fighting. Ask your dad's dad about what boxing was when they was coming up, bro. Whether it's the 80s, Hagler and Hearns, whether it's Evander and what's my boy name? Riddick Bowe. But bro, since the inception, mainstream boxing, bro, has been looking to kill. It's been nothing but hunters, not trying to gather points, straight killers, setting that ring, mano y mano, fisticuffs. It's never been about, let me see how many times I can make you miss. Or it turned to that hit, don't get hit game. But when you got two electrifying stars that we were blessed to see this past weekend between Zayas and Boots, you have two guys that's willing to stand in the center of the ring and swap it out. We ain't doing no ducking. I don't remember that many times where anybody was tied up in the corner. They was clinching too heavy. It was literally a fight where you could just say, look, I'm with the ref. I'm going to let y'all sort it out. Mm-hmm. Maybe from time to time there, you can say, hey, all right, guys, break it up. All right, reset. But it ain't going to be clinching. We not circling around the ring like it's a damn line dance, bro. We meeting up in the center and we getting to it. And that's exactly what happened again. I'm sorry, y'all. I wish I knew if I can watch it again, whether it was round 3 or round 4. But easy round of the year contesting. High on the list. That's a high standard to beat if somebody else comes behind that one. And we got a shot at it again. It just so happened we got a shot at it again this upcoming weekend, but we'll get to that. Round 5. And how the hell that boy get up from that uppercut?
Don't know how he stood up. I thought he was done. I thought he was gonna throw the child in actually. Then he stayed alive, and then stayed alive for another round.
Yeah,
before the 7th, he stayed alive that whole 6th round, which I didn't think he could do.
Bruh,
he was wobbly that whole round.
Bro, I couldn't tell you. I would just say one thing I know. I know more about Zayas this fight is that the easy response is that he's gonna be a champion again. I believe that 110%, my full heart. He's gonna be a champion again. I have no doubt in my mind about that. But when a lot of fighters talk that you gotta kill me type of mentality, like I remember hearing like Wilder say that back in the day, like you gotta really stop me, bro. Because bro, he was not going. He was not. He really stood in there. I remember maybe it was round 4 where Boost just spammed him. He just spammed him with right hooks.
Yeah.
I counted maybe 4 or 5 in a row. Just spammed him with right hooks. Ate all of them. And all of them were flush. Right on the chin. And bro still stood on his feet. I'm like, hey, this boy is one of the toughest I done seen. And I can't even date back to another fighter, but he was just tough as steel. Tough as steel, that fight. And I just know, again, he's a young kid. Of course, you don't know what you don't know. You know, there was an adjustment that he had to make during that fight that he just didn't. You know, he definitely had to get back to boxing. But when you're down like that, or you feel like you're down, you going for the gusto. So I just know with some more time in the gym, some more time in the ring, bro, he gonna be a champion again. Because you can't buy that type of toughness. You can't buy that.
Yeah.
And all in all, great fight. Of course, Ann already mentioned it. Boot stopped in the 7th. Last thing, Zayas is a class act. I think I love the respect between both of them. And line them up, bro. Line them up. I don't know who the hell else y'all want to pill at 154, and who line them up. Cause you gonna have, I don't know who the hell left to be a naysayer, but my God, you better come with a damn good justification.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of naysayers though, because I mean, a lot of people still think Boost because that one round, people still think they can get him. I mean, one guy that's talking a lot who I think need to shut up and put a contract up is Virgil Ortiz. He talking a lot. Bro, you could have had this fight first. You could have got this work first. I think that fight is going to happen next if he gets Golden Boy stuff straight. I think as much as he's talking, I think Boost just want to shut him up. And I think Virgil know that's the biggest fight he can get unless he gets a championship opportunity.
Yeah.
Another championship shot with somebody else. But that fight's been brewing ever since 147 days, and now we at 154. That fight's been brewing for what, 3 years now, almost, feel like. So Virgil's in the I think if Virgil's in the contract and if Boost want to fight again this year, you can see that happen maybe in November if he wants to fight again this year. I personally would like to see Boot fight Sebastian Fendura. That's the fight I would love to see. I think they both can go ahead. I got 2 straps. You got 1. Everybody saying you the big dog. Everybody saying I'm the big dog. Let's go see who's the real big dog at 154. That's what I believe. Like, I think that's the biggest fight to be made at 154. I think that fight can Sebastian Fendura and Boots can make the most money for both of them. Big time fight. I think that's the biggest fight. If not, then I think the only other reasonable person to go to is if Charlo want to fight. If you're doing Virgil bullcrap, the only next person you go to is Charlo. Because you want to fight another name. Can't fight no more bullcrap. I'm sorry, Boots. Can't fight no more. Fight nobody that's not that great prospect or nothing like that. You gotta fight a name. And all that stuff with Devin Haney, Dad talking about they not coming up to 154 to fight Boots. So that's dead. I'm not trying to hit that. But yeah, if Virgil doesn't come through or Sebastian doesn't come through, I don't think Eddie Hearn is going to put his 2 fighters against each other this soon. The only other one that makes sense besides Virgil or Sebastian is Charlo. Because right now we fighting names. It's legacy now. We 36 fights in. You don't need no more tune-ups. You don't need no more. So that's what I truly believe. Or if Spence and Timzu get it popping, and then you fight next fight. If Spence win, fight Spence next. Everything now has to be a name, and step up in competition.
No, 100%. Like the last two would be my only option. Honestly, the only thing that I'm entertaining, and that's between Charlo and Fundora. Of course, if you can get Fundora, that's the one. If you can get, but if you don't get Fundora, Charlo. If Charlo, I think with Fundora, if he's looking to fight a mandatory, hey, bro, you ain't really being serious right now. Do your thing. If Charlo's talking funny about money and splits and whatever the case may be, all right, bro, do your thing. Unless he's just really headhunting, looking to kill, which that I think that's very much his mean streak. So I think
I
right
ain't
now,
gonna hold you. I'll go 50-50 with Charlo. The split. Now if we're talking money, the splits are closer with Charlo. That's Fundora can fight. You know how I feel about Sebastian Fundora. Been
right.
one of my favorite fighters for a while. One of the fighters I like to watch for a while. But you talk about selling a fight with Charlo between Charlo and Boost. Charlo. Some jokers.
He gonna sell it for you. He gonna sell it for you.
So if we talking, I'm still A side, but if we doing a closer split with Fundora, hey, bro, the split's gonna have to be a little bit. I got 2 belts, you got 1. But with Charlo, this for the amount of money that we could probably make, storyline, Vegas and New York, or Philly. Nah, Charlo ain't coming to Philly. Vegas or New York. Vegas and New York, Barclays or Madison Square, somewhere like that. That press conference lead up gonna be fire.
You know what I'm saying? And I believe in the fact that Matchroom can do good business with PBC, right? Like I think with the cat, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think it's not the days of old where it was like, Eddie, get the hell on, Eddie, get up out of here. But I think relationships have improved since then. So I think getting a deal done between Matchroom and PBC is definitely workable. So that's why I'm more so leaning to that side of that being a more probable fight. Fundora, of course, I think Boost takes that one, no question. Them other two cats, I'll be nicer to Haney. Like Haney, run a lap. You got way too many people calling your name down there at 47 and below to even be thinking about coming up here at 54 to mess with me.
Yeah.
Go. You got to go run a lap. You got to clean. You got to finish your food first. Go clean your plate. Then you can come off the porch. Like you get your business done with with Keyshawn, who's your mandatory. Ryan Garcia down there. You still got to clean your face from that situation. I heard Shakur mentioning your name, Tank mentioning your name. Like there's a lot of unfinished business. Rolly out there, but there's a lot of unfinished business down there that you got to clean up first before you think you about to come see me. I'm just speaking from the perspective from Boots. But that's not necessarily a knock. Like hey Haney, we'll link up down the road. You know what I'm saying? All things being fair, we'll see each other down the road.
You got bigger problems to fly closer to your weight class, bro. Go be dominant in your weight class. Stop catching the belt and running. Did it at 140. Did it at 147. Stop catching the belt and trying to dip from
and taking flight, right? And it ain't because them. And if I'm being honest, it ain't because nobody ducking you. People calling your name, bro. And you trying. I understand right now. You trying to make the money match the fight. You know who you down there with. So you know what I'm saying. Take what you can get. And plus, you ain't no A side. But anyway, but yeah, finish your food first, and that's me being nice. Now that other MFer, the other Joker, Ortiz, oh, buddy, you can definitely take a lap. You can 110% take a lap. For what?
I don't know, Kenny, because remember Tank had to shut Rolly up. He didn't have to fight Rolly, but like, some jokers you got to be like, you know what? You talking crazy. Let me shut you up for forever. Let me go and shut you up for forever.
Okay. All right. Hindsight being 2020, right? So you catch Rolly, He knocked him out.
Crossed his
Whatever.
eye.
Crossed his eyes. Stupid.
Boy ain't never hit that hard since.
You know what I'm saying? So since that fight, hold on. But since that fight, how much of a resume builder has that been? Since then? Because I mean, like at that moment, in the moment, if we were just living in that moment, what did we say? Like, oh yeah, we knew Tank was gonna do that.
Yeah, then what did he do after that? He fought Garcia.
Upset. After what? He took an L to Pitbull.
No, I'm talking about Tank fought Garcia next.
Yeah.
At the Raw. So like you can go smack somebody up real quick in Virgil, and if Sebastian bullshitting, all right, Virgil, come on, let me smack you up real quick, get you out of here. And then Sebastian, what's up? If you still got a strap, what's up?
But that's my thing. But that's my point. It was all I know when it began. It was like, hey, bro, Boots hopped in the ring, challenge you, sign the contract, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Mind you, you had your own issues with Golden Boy, whatever excuses you want to bring to the table. Y'all didn't have y'all business straight. Let's just say that. Y'all didn't have y'all business straight, ready to do a deal. Cool. Even Zayas, he tried to get a deal with you. You couldn't do that. But guess who did? Zayas and Boots was able to make a deal, and they both made a bunch of money from that fight. 110%. Got paid that night. And put on a historic night in boxing.
Yeah.
And belts were on the line, which is something that you haven't been a part of for 3 divisions now.
That's a fact. That's a strapless. So, he ain't got no straps.
You're on a strapless run, and you just bumping your gums. So again, you're gonna have to take a lap because there's no reason why all of a sudden now it's a mandatory to fight you. It's required of me to fight you. If I'm Boots, boy, go get you a belt and come and holler back. Go run a lap.
I feel you.
Go set a fight with Josh Kelly.
But what if nobody else wants to fight? What if Charlo bull crapping and can do a bull crap? All right.
You made the bid.
I'm not saying he a first resort, but I'm saying like if you like okay, I need to fight. If I want to fight the first of the year, and everybody else bull crapping and Virgil still talking shit, all right, let's do it. I'm not saying take him over anybody. I'm not even saying take him over if Spence win and Spence want to fight you. Like Virgil can really move around. I feel you on that. But if it's like okay, I like Tank did, I exhausted all my options. Rolly's still talking shit. I need to get a fight in. All right, come on, bro. Come on. Let me like that same thing how Boots gonna be. Like, if it's like, okay, I know I want to fight in January because Boots and his father are completely headstrong on being active. Like, I really think if something can happen with Fedora, they'll fight again this year. He'll fight again if it's Fedora. If it's not Fedora, I think they're done this year. But if it's Fedora, they'll fight it in November. But if not, then his dad is going to want him back in the ring no later than February next year. Later than February.
And that's my thing. Like I don't think it's heavy of a rush on that end neither. Like I think it's if we don't even if there should be no pressure for like, oh, we got to get you back in the ring this year, November, December. If that means February, that's cool. That still feels like the same time period to me. Like that still fits in the same, I say time period, time range. Yeah. You know, you're not too much off schedule. So yeah, if it's Rendora, cross out all plans. We're gonna make that fight happen. If it's Josh Kelly, he has a fight at the end of this month. And that's an easier fight to make, being that they both matchroom. If that helps, if that works out, cool. But if it means you had that, you know, Boots has to sit on ice for a little bit, fine, bro. That's fine, bro. Let them, because at the end of the day, those other fighters, they got to make money too. They got to feed their families too. So whatever demands they coming with, it has to make sense. And because since you the guy with the straps, you the biggest name in the division, the most beautiful side of it is, you know, all lanes got to come through you. They got to come see you at some point. So whatever demands, whatever splits, whatever thing, hey, bro, leave your ego at the door.
I feel you.
So I don't know what to tell you. If it's again, if I'm Boots, I'm petty like that and spiteful like that. I would tell you to go take a lap.
I
Haney,
mean,
bro, Haney, my brother, I'm gonna see you down the road. Don't even trip. No love lost. I'll just see you down the road.
mm-hmm.
If I can get a fade in with one of the goats, one of the legends in Spence, in Charlo, 100%. And I'm gonna show love.
Yeah.
Because that fight gonna sell.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I'm not taking too much lip off of Virgil if I'm Boots. Again, and I'm not. He could probably be looking at it completely different than I am.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't tolerate so much disrespect before like you really want to put hands on the nigga. So I can see if he does it because you know what I'm saying. Like you keep like that man been talking shit ever since the fight ended.
It is pretty brazen. It is pretty brazen. But I think, bro, I wouldn't get goaded into that neither. You can't goat me into some dumb decision
Like
because
if you think he's sweet, like I don't think Boots is really worried about him. I really think Boots look at him not like a tune-up fight. It's just something. It's just like handling your business now. This one is just like handling business. Let me handle this old business so we can get this out the way. Shut people up. The people that want to hype up Virgil because he's an old ass prospect. They want to hype up Virgil, Ortiz, because that Zayas fight for him is over. Zayas is moving up. Zayas is not staying at 154. So, and after seeing Zayas fight, Virgil, like y'all really be hyping up Virgil Ortiz. Like I don't see it like y'all see it, but that's me. But sometimes you gotta handle. Sometimes you just want to get some business out the way. Let's get if the money right. We can sell this fight. The business is right. This fight been loading up for a while. Let's go and get this over with. I whoop your ass. Let's move on. Let me move. Now I'm gonna move on. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta whoop somebody's ass and move on in boxing.
that's what I mean. But that's also the same thing. That's the same thing that bothers me too, right? So taking a fight with you, how did Jay-Z line go? If if I shoot you, I'm brainless. You shoot me, you famous. It's like, bro, at this point now that I done, went unified at 154 before you picked up a strap before you beat me, you back on top. You know reclaimed all the fame and restored the faith in all your fans around the world. Like, man, I told you Ortiz was that. I go out, but if I'm Boots and I go out here and whoop your ass, I still got to get back on this money train. I still got to get back on this run to go pick these belts up. So this is more so of a side quest.
Yeah.
If anything.
You have side quests. When you play Dungeons and Dragons, you got side quests and you got the main quest. You know what I'm saying? It's like an RPG game. Sometimes you got to take a little side quest sometimes to get back to the main road.
Yeah, but that leaves that leaves Virgil in this situation, using this metaphor, right? At least Virgil not taking no accountability, not putting no onus on him for you to build this fight up too. Now I say go take a lap because you can go. Let's say you set a fight not with me but with my other matchroom, promotion mate. Set one with Josh Kelly. You handle your business, pick up a strap. Not only do we got, a fight that's been building for 3 years, but now we got a championship fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro. And why you taking a lap? Make it mean something. So when we spin this back, it's actually more, and it keeps me on track for my career. Yeah. Now it's not just a side quest.
Yeah. I mean,
you gotta make it mean something because I did my part.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see where Boots goes from here. And I'm saying dominant performance. He well deserved rest for as long as he wants to take it. And we'll see where he goes from here. Real quick, let's get on the fight this weekend.
That's the mail coming. Hey, down. We got the mail jumping. Hey, this that shit that get the jail jumping.
All right, so we got my man Abdullah Mason fighting this weekend on July 4th weekend against what's up, man? I know his last name is Bell. What's his first name?
Albert
Bell. You got my man Carrington on this card. Not a bad network TV card. before the person that I can't remember his name now. The person that Abdullah Mason was supposed to fight couldn't get in the country, had visa issues, so they had to go to Albert Bell, a Toledo, Ohio native, versus a Cleveland native. It's up, man. I think this might be one of Abdullah's toughest. I think he might have got put in a tougher situation than it was originally supposed to be. And on short notice, I mean, it's hard for a decent fighter, undefeated fighter, because I don't think Albert Bell lost either. Tough fight to take on short notice for him, for Albert, and for Abdullah. So this fight kind of took another level of interest for me. I feel about Abdullah Mason. I feel like he's been brought along correctly. Very talented, very, very young, though. Don't let the record fool you. The boy is only, 22 years old, something like that. Very, very young fighter. Has all the talent in the world, though. Has all the talent to eventually be down the road, like talked about as one of those ones of a generation. But tough test, man. Tough test. First title defense. Hey, man. In his hometown, everybody want to see you do well. You the star now, not Keyshawn, not the heavyweight they had before you, not Shakur. Nobody else is the star now. This is your card. Everybody's coming to see you, Abdullah Mason. Tough one, man. I still think I think this was gonna have some fireworks. I think you might have two knockdowns both of them might get knocked down in this fight. But I think Abdullah wins it in the end on points in a very closer fight, in my opinion, than people are giving credit for.
Hey, man. I'm very excited for this fight. One, because they kind of gave back to the hood a little bit on this one, man. We got this thing on linear TV. This joint gonna be on TNT, bro. You know what I'm saying? They kind of gave back to the hood on this one. But my second reason why is because I've been hearing some whispers from Bell Camp, bro. They've been saying they didn't let the GDs in the door. That's been the murmurs around their camp. Like, bro, they done messed up with this one and actually threw Abdullah a real killer. Like they done threw him somebody that's looking for blood, and he was just waiting on his shot. So when Joe Cordina, God bless him and his visa issues, when he wasn't able to make this fight happen, that's all they needed. They just ooped this boy into a title shot. And mind you, this is Abdullah's first title defense. It's like, hey, saying grand opening, grand closing. That's what the Bell camp is saying. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got a lot of fans that's, kind of supporting not only just in Toledo, but surrounding areas too. Made some buzz in Philly, made some buzz in Jersey, made some buzz in New York. Like that Albert Bell name is kind of it's spreading, in a few boxing blogs or frenzy spaces. So I still believe Abdullah Mason has what it takes, honestly. But I think we're gonna get a good one. This is actually shaped up to be a pretty decent main event. And for the free ski, woof. Y'all did y'all big one with this one. Yeah, you actually threw folks a treat for this one. So shout out to y'all, man. We got a good main event this week. And the card fire.
Yeah, Bruce Carrington's on there. I'm interested to see him on this card. It's a good one. On that one.
Man. They got some youngins, bro. You got Tiger Johnson up here. He undefeated. You mentioned Shoo undefeated. He got a title defense on this card. Youngin, one of top ranked little youngins. Scooter Davis. No quietest kept prospect. You almost made my prospect list. Scooter Davis. Youngin. He on his joint. He one of those cats they trying to push into contender status. He pretty low on the main card, but he gonna be able to get some bump on this card too. So they didn't get back to the hood pretty good this weekend. They did pretty good with this card, bro.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a good card. Definitely a good watch if you really, around just chilling, at home or having a cookout on the 4th. A good watch. Let's get into it, man. We didn't talk about it last week. We're gonna talk about it this week. The NBA and its blockbuster trades, man. We got some big trades that happen. Like, I can't remember. It's been a while since like superstar after superstar have been traded like this in the offseason. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some of them. First one, the big one, of course, is Giannis got traded to the Heat. The Heat get Giannis. The Bucks got Tyler Hero, Khalil Webb, Jaquez, another guy name I can't pronounce, and multiple first round picks. You know what I'm saying? So right here, the Heat got their guy. The Heat got Giannis, who they wanted. Pair him up with Bam. You got to build that team around you because you did give away a Khalil Ware, who I saw this year, who I think could be nice. Tyler Hero, he's going back home to, I think he either from Milwaukee or right outside of Milwaukee. That's where he came up. But now Pat Riley got a superstar. So if he's gonna make another run, he finally got a superstar again that he's been searching for ever since LeBron left. Then he had that Jimmy Butler time, but now you got a true two-time MVP champion when he's healthy, a walking 27 and 10 a night type guy. Now you just got to build a team. I think they signed Andrew Wiggins back. You know, you got to build some vets around them and some young guys and some shooters. But Miami got a star, man, in that Eastern Conference. You know, I think Giannis was always wanting to get out of Milwaukee for a while now. So I think both teams, in my opinion, he got their star. The Bucks got a good little package to come back with picks.
Bro, for real, man. This is probably my most, win-win trade situation out of the ones that's happened recently. You mentioned it with the Bucks, getting Jaime Jaquez. You get a great three-pointer shooter off the bench. Tyler Hero, at one point, I believe he was like an all-star nom. You get great production and get him back home. That feels, that's definitely good scenery for him. And Khalil Ware, what I'm saying, 7-footer who they still believe has some like great untapped potential. So to be fair, bro, you wasn't going to replace Giannis.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you were like, whatever deal you was going to make, it wasn't going to equate to Giannis. MVP.
4 first round, like about 2 or 3 first round picks is a good package.
You know what I'm saying? So all else fails, you at least got some, and if you commit to this youth movement that they got going, bro, you did good. By that standard, you did good. You got some weapons. You got some players with some great potential, and of course, you got the picks on the back end to cover your butt. So, by all means, you shake it out well. Now, what Miami's going to do moving forward? I think this is, there's been murmurs again about them taking a big swing for LeBron. Do you get to lower him back to Miami and kind of add to that, get you another big three down there in Miami between him, Bam, and LeBron? Like, is that something that's sorting out? I don't know if Norman Powell's still there. Did he go to the Bulls?
Nah, he went to the Bulls.
Yeah. So still got Wiggins. Maybe you take another swing. As still very early in this NBA offseason, so we can definitely expect more moves to be made. But maybe you can build something. Maybe Miami throws their hat in there with, the Golden States and Cleveland's and whoever else is trying to get in the LeBron sweepstakes at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But I think as far as like, what I'm saying, superstar got a package. He wanted to be out of there. So I think the Bucks did a good job taking a really good offer. Who I didn't take a good job with the offer, but had to take the best offer available. Jaylen Brown gets traded to the same division to the Sixers for Paul George, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks, which I think is a very low-ball offer, but they had to do it, and I'm going to tell you why, bro. I'll tell you why. This trade had to happen because Jaylen Brown could not stay a Celtic, right? And I'm not talking about the media stuff of it. I think after this year, and I'm not saying there's no beef between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I don't think it's beef. I'm not going into that. After this year and what Jaylen Brown did with that team that was not supposed to be good, you can't tell him that he's not the man. He's very good. He should be the man on a team. But on this team, Brad Stevens and the ownership have chosen Jason.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But after this season, it was no more putting that genie back in the bottle. They're young too. They're both young players. They're not like one's a vet like LeBron was in the prime of his career, and Kyrie was the young dog. And it's like kind of like two alphas, but LeBron's the older vet that can, say, I know how to do this. Same way with the Heat when LeBron went. D Wade and Chris Bosh took a step back. Neither of them was going to take a step back, right? And as a Celtics organization, they chose Jason Tatum. So this trade had to happen. You had to get him out of there. You had a run. You won a championship. And this is just the whole league knew that you was going to have to trade Jaylen Brown. And this is what you got. You got Paul George, past his prime, still can play past his prime, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. I mean, for somebody like Jaylen Brown, you would expect you get like 3 or 4 first-round picks and not trade in the division. So Philly got the better end of this. They didn't give up too much. And the Celtics basically had to get off of Jaylen Brown before it became an internal problem, in my opinion. I know people got the media stuff. People don't like how he talk. I just think sometimes you can't have 2 alphas there at the same time. And it's no more 1A, 1B. We picked Jason Tatum, but you can't put the genie back in the bottle after what this man did with 7th in MVP voting, averaged all them points this year, got him to the playoffs with a team. If you look at that roster, that was not like that. That team was not like that. And, now we get to see Jaylen Brown's going to Sixers. He will be the number 1 option. He'll be the guy. Jason Tatum's still going to be the guy in the Celtics. And now let's see how they do without each other.
I'll say this, man. During, Jaylen Brown's time in Boston, bro, it wasn't exactly fruitless, bro. They won a chip, right? You know what I'm saying? Despite all the who's the king of the hill, bro, you can't really take away his run there in Boston. Especially coming off this past season, I think was like a career best. So like you said, bro, it was kind of like, hey, either we gonna run it up again, in a few years for an extension, or bro, just let me go. Just let me go.
And the money just ain't gonna make sense. That's a lot of money you got to pay 2
players. And that was my second point. But especially as far as the exchange, because you think you at least offloading some salary, but here you go bringing in Paul George, who's just like shy by like just a few million. So going back to the reports at one point when it was like they was kind of shopping them to like 8 or 10 teams, it's like, damn, this is the deal you made, and you made this deal in the division. I'm kind of scratching my head a little bit because, I don't know if they checked in, but Paul George wasn't that hot last year. And
they wanted picks though. They wanted 4 first-round picks, and nobody was trying to get picks up besides the Sixers. Everybody else was trying to only give them 2 picks. And if I'm gonna take a low ball offer, I'm gonna take a chance that maybe Paul George can help me in the playoff time with Jason Tatum, and maybe I'll build around, and maybe we can get another championship in here in the East, and I still get 2 first-round picks. I mean, it's hard to trade somebody when everybody know you want to trade them.
Yeah,
you don't have no leverage now because you know that it's nothing against Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, but like we picked Jason Tatum, and then 2 years from now he was due for an extension. You wasn't gonna pay him the 300-something million he was supposed to be able to make. You wasn't gonna pay him that money. So everybody knew that. The whole league knew that. So no, you want 4 first-round pick? I'll give you 2, and a mid-level player. I think it was a lose-lose for them. I don't think they could win.
Yeah, because I heard the same thing too, like on sports talk shows, right? That like the asking price was just too heavy. It was just way too heavy, bro. And it was like, organizations like, all right, cool, find another sucker to take that deal. You know what I mean? Like, especially in a time when you start to see teams making other deals. Maybe teams that were in the running at one point, they started making, let me get this deal done because they playing. They not being serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that what was reported 8 to 10 teams, again, probably fell out overnight once they heard the price.
It's hard to make a deal when everybody know you want to make a deal. You need to make a deal. You need to make a deal. You had to get this done. If you didn't have to get this done, and you saying, okay, I can rock in the season like this, then people are more apt to listen. People knew that it wasn't going to work. I don't think you wanted to deal with that drama going into the season. This man almost finished top 5 in MVP voting. You're not telling him he's not the man. When I did it with a team that y'all didn't want to win with.
Yep.
But I, as an organization, Brad Stevens said, well, this our guy, though. Jason Tatum is our guy. And we can't make him feel, he has to be able to come back and feel completely comfortable being the guy.
Nah, pull your skirt. Never mind.
It's different in basketball, bro. It's different, especially because they're young. It's hard to have 2 alphas, bro, that play basically the same position.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got it done. I'm excited to see what Philly look like, though. I ain't gonna hold you. With Edgecombe.
Yeah, are we? I'm about to say, because I was like, if you had to pick, all right, let's phrase it this way. If you had to pick, which one between the Heat we just talked about not too long ago and the Sixers, which team you think is closer to the Knicks? Closer to catching the Knicks?
Oh, right now, currently, fuck the Sixers. The Heat ain't got nobody on their team. I got to see what Pat Riley does to get more players.
Mm-hmm. I mean, currently,
you still got Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, who was killer, and Jaylen Brown. So now we at this point, like, yeah, Joel Embiid, you a bonus, but we don't need you now. We don't need you. And we'll fill it out. We'll see how to see how the rosters fill out. Real quickly, some other ones. Kawhi Leonard goes back to Toronto. I don't got all the trade stuff for that. I think I know Brandon Ingram is involved, but that basically had to happen. The Clippers didn't want to pay him the extension. He only said he was only going to sign the extension with the Raptors. So basically, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is with that. So Kawhi goes back to Toronto. The head scratcher to me is Walker Kessler. I do like him, but they gave up a lot of first-round picks and pick swaps. A lot of picks from the Lakers for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of, I know you need a big, but
God damn.
That's a lot of picks. The other one, LaMelo gets traded to Minnesota. So LaMelo Ball and Josh Green goes to Minnesota. The Hornets gets Naz Reid, a first-round pick, like 3 first-round pick swaps, unprotected first round in 2023, and 3 second-round picks. Now, that's how you trade a star. What the Hornets got back, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks. And then I ain't even got to Miles. They got another 4 or 5 picks from Miles Bridges to the Suns.
Yeah.
So that's how you trade your stars away. You get 11 picks. Me personally, I know some people don't like it. I personally, the LaMelo and Miles Bridges experiment in Charlotte, it ran its course. This was their best year, and we barely made the play. Time to move on. They've been there, 6 years, 6, 7 years? It's time. It's time to try something new. We got Knoepel, whatever his name is. Brandon Miller. We got Brandon Miller. We signed my man Kobe White back.
Yeah.
Now let's build. Let's build around Brandon Miller and Knoepel. I think I'm saying his name right.
It's okay. Just keep going.
Nobody.
They don't know neither. That's why nobody knows.
Yeah. So, but that's how you trade a star, though. And I think it's good for the Wolves. I mean, the Wolves get the point guard that they desperately need.
They've been hurting for a PG for a minute. Bruh.
They needed a point guard. Somebody that can score, too. Talk about Melo when he's healthy. That's the main thing. When he's healthy. Talk about a 25-a-night game scorer, too.
All right. So you get rid of I mean, of course, this circles back to Cat leaving town, but trade Cat for Julius Randle. A couple years down the road, you trade Julius Randle. You know, Just so happened you got LaMelo Ball. How much further has the needle been moved up or moved back? Because I feel like we're just circling the bush right now. I mean, we'll take your point. I'm asking for your stance on this because it's like, are we getting better? Nah, we're not. Well, we got Big Cat and we got Gobert. That ain't working. All right, let's swap it. Let's get Randall's more, who can offer us something different on offense. Well, really, he just sucks the life out of the offense and just dribbles the hell out the ball. So that doesn't work. All right, so let's give us LaMelo Ball. All right, when healthy, to your point, 25-7. Are we getting any closer?
Yeah, I mean, you went to the Western Conference Finals with Nas Reed and all them boys, but now you need a point guard. So giving up all-star level power forwards for a superstar point guard to go with your superstar two guard and your good rookie and your good young star in Jaden McDaniels, then you can add other vets and other pieces around that. I think we tried it. We got the bigs. But now we got somebody that can take the ball out of Anthony Edwards' hands, can go score itself, passing, a willing passer. Melo can't pass. And I think now you're like, okay, let's see what we can do with this. Because you tried it with the power forwards. Like, I don't think Nas Reed was making you that much better than I think Melo makes you better. I don't think this team goes down. I think they get better in that West. They probably get some more size now, but do I think that still puts you right there in the mix? Yes, it's still a team that went to the Western Conference Finals twice. Ant-Man is that much of a difference maker. I still contend if he was healthy, San Antonio series
in trouble
might look different. I mean, that's just me, but I like the trade. And then for like I said, for Charlotte, I like the trade too. Sometimes you gotta people. Sometimes if you stay stagnant in sports, then it's just as bad as not being good. If that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
We barely made the play-in, and this is y'all best season.
Wally wop.
You know what I'm saying? It's time to move on, man. It was a good run. Good run. But now let them go to a new scenery. We got a new let's build around Brandon Miller and let's see how that go. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to keep playing for the play-in every year and paying jokers. That don't make sense.
Yeah. It doesn't fare that well when you just consistently being this. They can count on us to be a middle of the road team or barely a middle of the road team.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not going to keep you employed.
Exactly, bro. So that's the NBA blockbuster trades, man. It's a lot of stars. Them two stars that we talked about first, you don't see that get traded that often. You talk about franchise cornerstones.
Yeah.
Traded, bro. That doesn't happen often. That's not usually a thing that happens. Maybe in free agency, but trading doesn't happen often, bro.
Hey, bro, how we say it, no one to hold them, no one to fold them. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's time to cash our chips in. Try something new.
Cash out high. Want to cash out high.
And for some teams, they did, right? Like you mentioned the Hornets. Good value back.
Got 11 picks back.
You know what I'm saying? I like what the Bucks got back for their trade. So, we can
keep picks, boy. Danny Ainge, Utah keep a picks, boy. They gonna keep them double-digit picks. God damn.
Yeah, I do something with them, but I feel you.
They ain't gonna do nothing with them, but anyway. But you know what we gotta do next, man?
What we gotta do, bro?
In the Maysville News Center, KBD, the artist known as Mr. Big, were to be released from prison today and has caused an uproar in the prison system. I had a chance to speak with him today.
You know where I'm going with it,
why
man.
did you do the things
Man,
you
get
did?
that camera on my
One
goddamn
joker got
face,
released.
man. Fuck y'all
They say they have new
from
evidence.
jail and the team.
They ain't got shit on me, man. I make y'all motherfuckers kill me.
One joker, hey, bro, them videos look bad, bro. But we'll get into all to it. But first,
I started selling dope back in 1986.
I bought a Cadillac and put them things on
Hands on that bitch. Whew.
Hey, man, so we're going to have to take some folk to trial. Boy, who you want to start with? Who you want to start with? You want to go football or basketball? I got both of them.
Yeah, I want to go football, man. I want to go with T Money, Mr. Costa Nostra himself, Mr. Play Caller, Mr. Really in that field. For real. I'm going with Big Shot Caller, Mr. Caller Audible on a punk. Man, listen, I'm trying to go with T Money.
All right.
Sizzle.
All right, so Terrion Arnold was arrested, back in February? Something like he was arrested a while ago. Basically, they say he orchestrated a plot to get back more than about $200,000 for cash, jewelry, and allegedly stolen items from his Airbnb that he rented. Authorities basically say he set the guys up, saying he sent his boys over there to get his shit back. And it was an armed robbery, so they charged them with what? The prosecutor said that the victims were allegedly held at gunpoint. Some were beaten and pistol whipped. Money was taken. And parts of the incident were allegedly live streamed to Arnold. My man was watching it like some mob boss. That's crazy.
I told you. Allegedly. You know who you playing with. You got to know who you playing with.
Yeah. So he's facing 4 counts of armed robbery, 4 counts of kidnapping. Basically, he did get released on $1 million bond. He had to surrender his passport, no contact with co-defendants or witnesses, and remain at home except for work, which you ain't got to worry about that no more, legal matters, or court appearances. Right after all this was announced, he was released by the Detroit Lions literally that same day. From what I'm hearing from other reports, basically, I guess some of the women they used to get his stuff, that I set it up to get stuff back, basically flipped and are cooperating with authorities. Man, that's nasty, bro. That's nasty work. And it sounds like they got a good bit of evidence, but man, released the same day. So as fast as they released him, I've never seen the team release a Joker that fast. That is, what, your first round pick like 2 years ago?
2024. He was in the same draft as Quinyon. Quinyon Mitchell.
So you were first
they
round,
was like a pick right after each other.
You were first round pick 2 years ago, and the Detroit Lions said, you know what?
Hey, hold on.
And it's funny because in the bond hearing, when it was his terms, they was like, yo, he can't have an ankle monitor because it would hinder him playing football. Detroit Lions said, don't worry about that.
Yeah, hey, do what you will, Judge. That's all right. Don't worry.
We ain't got to worry about it.
We ain't even gonna be in your way. Do your thing.
I remember they literally was talking about that, and so, man, that's nasty, bro. And I get it. How can I say this without getting? The natural reaction for some people when they get robbed and they know who did it, go get their shit back. But you also got to remember who you are. You're not some regular Joe Smo. You are an NFL football player. No, that's all I can say, bro. That's all. I'm gonna let you go. That's all. If you're an NFL football player, you got to be smarter than that. I get that the personal betrayal and hurt of being robbed of belongings you worked hard for, and you know who did it, is to go knock on the door and be like, "Hey, yo, what's up? I want my shit back." I can completely understand that, but you got to be smarter, young brother. Got to be smart. If this is true, I know it's all alleged, but you got to be smarter than that.
Hey, there's 6 degrees of separation in everything, right? I firmly believe that, right? So if it was if this robbery or how the account's been told to us, if it happened the way you said it did and you actually know who did it, you were that close to, the assailants. I'll call them that. You were that close to the assailants, you know who it is, and you can make arrangements. You can connect this dot to that dot, connect this person to that person. You know that you have present knowledge in it. I'm gonna tell you, there's two things wrong. Either your crew is too close to you, or you too close to your crew to where you can pull those kind of strings over there, or you got that much quote unquote juice to make that kind of move.
Mm.
And they also too close to you to where, again, they knew where to go. They knew how to find you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's one thing if somebody just got the drop on you. If they got the drop on you, they got the drop on you. Hey, ain't nothing you can do about it. Give it up. Live to fight another day. And that's what happened. By all means, you was out of town the day your crib got robbed or your Airbnb got robbed. I forget how the details were explained out. But you wasn't there. So by all means, you still got life. Anything that you was relieved of in that robbery, by all means, brother, you do your thing on the field, you'll see it twice over. But it's that, like I said again, it's that 6 degrees of separation. You were way too close. You're way too close, way too attached to the situation to where you feel like you lost, like you really lost something. Because to be fair, the only thing you lost was material. But you're way too close and connected to whatever's going out there in the street that you internally, pride, ego, feel like you lost something.
Yeah.
So what I would say to that is that one, this case is kind of seeming more open and shut because it's not even about if the robbery happened. They just need to connect you to it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, hey, more power to the young brother. I mean, if it's not true, I don't want nobody going to jail for something that's not true. But brother, that's like you said. Either way, you're too close. Either way, you need some separation between it. They shouldn't even be able to bring this even to prosecute you in this way. You feel me? The other one is, you know what I'm saying, Malik Beasley is indicted by the federal government for alleged point shaving on prop bets and altering stats. The indictment also named Ed Davis, a former NBA player. The prosecutor saying that Beasley accumulated millions of dollars in gambling debt despite earning nearly $60 million in the NBA. They claim that Ed Davis is one of the claims that Ed Davis loaned him money and that Beasley agreed to manipulate his performances to help repay those debts, which they say they got through a cell phone text message. The authorities say Beasley manipulated his play in at least 3 to 4 games during the 2023-2024 season against the Cleveland Cavaliers, which bettors reportedly weighted heavily on props, and Beasley finished with just 3 points. And I know it's some rebound stuff going on. I know it's a lot of other stuff going on. It looks nasty. The videos look nasty, especially that rebound video where he was supposed to get the over, I think 4.5 or something like that, 5 rebounds, something like that.
Yeah.
It looked crazy. It looked crazy. So, this one I think is harder to prove because you got to prove intent that you really got to have beyond a reasonable doubt. That's what we're supposed to be in this country. That he wasn't just playing the game and stuff fell the way it did within the game, right? That he was legit point shaving. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he gave some insider information, I think that's a little bit easier to prove. Like, hey, such and such ain't feeling good today. Maybe he might want to go to under and stuff. But to intentionally point shave or throw things from prop bets, that's going to be a high bar for the federal government to prove.
Well, there's a will, there's a way, right? I'm not too invested in it, man, because the court of public opinion is going to win out in this one, whether whether the feds can stick you with it or not. You going to wear this like a scarlet letter for the rest of your career. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as stateside pros, you probably done so. It's fair to say you done so. You know, better luck elsewhere, but this is gonna be quite a stink on your I wouldn't say legacy, but it's definitely a stink on your reputation. It's gonna be hard to get off. So
It looks bad because like
it just looks bad, bro. Because you messing with the integrity, you messing with the shield, bro.
and it looks bad because it is widely known that you have had money issues. Like that's a fact. Like your barber has came out. A lot of people came out saying you owe them money. So you obviously had a spending problem. So you had a gambling problem, you had a spending problem. And people that got a lot of debt, like I know some people, especially in our area, can testify to, that can stop you from getting a lot of jobs. Right? Because then when you have a lot of debt, you are easily or seem to be susceptible
to influence.
Susceptible to influence. There it is. Late. Influence. So, like I said, to both these brothers, if you're innocent, I hope you can prove that you're innocent. It's got to be more careful, man. You shouldn't, like Kenny say, man, you shouldn't even be in these situations. Should not be even in these situations. All right, so for our last topic, man, we going. Got to go to the WNBA.
In your way, I'm right in your face with something to say. I know that you ball, I know that you play like girls in the WNBA.
Just playing.
Girl, we never gon'.
All right, so the starters have been announced, and the starter pool goes as follows. You got 3 Fever players in Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark. You got 2 Dallas Wings players in Paige Buckets and Jessica Shepard, one of Kenny's favorites. You got 2 Lynx players in the rookie sensation Olivia Miles with Natasha Howard, who's having a resurgence this year. I've been saying she has a great year. You got the face of the league, Miss Asia Wilson, and got Stewie, 2, you know what I'm saying, is always going to be there because that's just who they are. And then you got the first all-star and first starter of Valhalla, Miss Gabby Williams, in the all-star start lineup, man. So that was announced today. The full pool will be announced on July 10th. Kenny, how you feeling about the starters, man?
Solid list, man. It's hard to, if we can make an argument about anything, right? Let's be fair. This is IDK Sports. We can argue about anything, but if you're looking for, if you're just basing this off performances of this year, and everybody that's been named as a starter has been pivotal for their team, especially if we're talking about standouts. I mean, especially standouts on this pod have mentioned all these names in the highest of lights, some more than others. You ain't gonna get into that, but the names that's been mentioned in that starter list is definitely well deserving. I can't really find too many arguments about it, but I'm sure we will, because it wouldn't be us if we didn't, right, Ant?
Facts. Damn right. And I do want to say before I get some arguments, I got them. I have some. I did get an article that came through that some of the players didn't get only 85, but 180 players voted because Sparks said they had issues with getting their ballots to submit because it goes off a fan vote, player vote, media vote to see who could get it. So that kind of hinders some things I'm about to say, because if that's it and Kelsey Plum was able to get to, it doesn't make sense that Kelsey Plum is not a starter. If she was if she's part of the pool that everybody got to vote on, and they didn't get most all the players, especially they said the Sparks didn't get their ballots at all emailed to them. Okay. All right, but I gotta read it first and we'll come back to it. But I might have more arguments next week after the whole roster's out. But it's something more to that story, and it came while we was potting, so I didn't really have a chance to dissect it. Anyway, okay. But I'm gonna do some argument first. Don't make me look good because they just lost to the Mystics. But I'm gonna have one argument for Angel Reese and Aaliyah Boston, because for real, I think it's way too many Fever players, the starters, for a team that's 10-8. And I know Atlanta's on a losing streak. So this is my stat comparison for Aaliyah Boston and Angel Reese. Aaliyah Boston also averages 17 points a game, 8 rebounds. 2 assists, shooting about 50%, 76%. On the other side, Angel Reese is 14 points, 11 rebounds, shooting 41% and 71% from the free throws. You got Kelsey and Caitlin. Cool. Got that. They both like top 5 in scoring right now. Yes, I know Aaliyah Boston. I'm not saying that she's not a better player than Angel. See that, and I know that's gonna get misconstrued if this gets clipped up. That's gonna get misconstrued, but I don't care. I you know what I'm saying? I don't care. Argue with your mama. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But it does say something that far as in a backcourt, the rebound leader was looked over when they only got a 3-point differential in points and like a 5-point differential in field goal percentage. That seems kind of weird to me. Not saying Aaliyah Boston ain't worthy of it, but 8 rebounds to 11, and I'm averaging 14 over 17 and 8. I don't know. To me, I could have moved one of them fever player out. Both are going to be all-stars, no doubt. But
Right.
I could have moved one of them fever player out of the starting lineup. And I think Aaliyah Boston would be the one to make the most sense for me.
I gotta give you some pushback, man. And this is my main note, right? I knew we was coming here. So for Aaliyah Boston to be moved out, and mind you, she's 4 for 4. So in 4 WNBA seasons, she's went to 4 All-Star selections. This will be her 4th one. So on her 4th All-Star selection this year, she's just so happens to be the same year she's having a career high in scoring, averaging 17.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if necessarily we can justify moving you out when you're having your best year.
Angels haven't won her best years too, though.
Yeah, but is it beating Aaliyah's best year by a wide margin? And that has yet to be proven. Even in that stat comparison, you're not beating her by a mile.
Yeah. It's close. I can see why people make the difference. I'm just saying, like, it's hard to lead the league in something.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like she's top 5, top net. We're not that far apart in scoring. And I lead the league in rebounds at almost 12 a game. That's the only thing.
Like 11 tonight. I think she had a double tonight.
Yeah, 13 and 13 tonight.
Yeah.
And I lost to the Mystics without Sonya Citron, who should be quiet as kept. And also on the side note, yeah, I'm with you on Georgia too. I'm with you. Yeah, it's time.
I know we still. Let me stick on topic, bro, because you about to. I was about to go there again. I'm about to go there again by Georgia, but I'm trying not to do it. But even get from there now. Even with Lucy Valles, bro, like it's different. There's a difference with her on the court.
It's time to take. It's time.
Let's get back on topic, bro.
But that one is kind of close. But this one right here, though, ain't no way, boy. I knew this motherfucker. I knew he was gonna try me tonight. This is the one I don't understand. The stat comparison between Ryan Howard and Gabby Williams. Gabby Williams is a starter. She's a great player. I love her. She's a two-way player. I love her game. But the Atlanta Dream, who is a top team, even though they're on the skid right now, the Atlanta Dream don't have no player in this starting lineup. And Ryan Howard's averaging 19 points a game, 2.5 steals, 3 rebounds, shooting 40% from the field, 34% from 3, and about 76% from the free throw line. Gabby Williams, who got the nod over her to be the starter, averages about 16 points a game, 1.5 steals. I know everybody gonna say, "Oh, it's the defense." That's why I picked Ryan Howard. She's almost 3 steals a game. She's a right now like the better two-way player. Not saying that Gabby Williams should not be an all-star. She is a dog, absolute dog. But when you put her up against Ryan Howard's stats, Ryan Howard should have been a starter, bro. Should have been a starter.
So you want to get personal, huh? And you know how I feel about Ball Holler. You know how I feel about Ball. And we on a win streak right now. You want to piss me off. You want to piss me off. That's okay. But see again, bro. If I had to simmer down for just a second, these things aren't just based on the stats and figures, right? It's the overall value, team impact, defense, winning, the visibility, the narrative, like who really gets shit jumping, right? In Golden State, bro. Like if you look at those stadiums, if you look at those games, it's palpable through the screen.
Well, they have a great fan experience.
Bruh, you know what I'm saying? We get shit jumping for Chin when she hits a three. But to have, now that we kind of identify, I was just complaining a couple pods ago, but now that we kind of getting back to the PB&J of this shit, the Gabby Williams, bro, we kind of forget that just admit they are an expansion team. Valhalla is an expansion team. So when you kind of looking at that value, what she's already brought to that team, we identified the two-way play. Hey, her and Ryan Howard both do it. Ryan Howard's a fantastic player. I don't have to down one player to big up another one. But I could also say without a shadow of a doubt, bro, there isn't much other firepower, if I'm being completely honest. There isn't too much firepower happening on that Valhalla team without Gabby Williams, bro. Now, if I go over to Atlanta, I'm gonna just ignore you for right now. If I go over to Atlanta, to be fair, Atlanta had to survive some storms early this season, right? Remember?
They survived the storm now,
nigga. They had to survive a storm early but that's without Ryan Howard. When Ryan Howard wasn't there at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Just go back with me for a little bit. Yeah. They got some dubs and they took some L's, but they survived the storm. Right? I can't tell you nothing about what the fuck going on right now. I can't tell you because there's no way they should have lost without Sonya, especially when Sonya's not on the floor. But I'm telling you, bro, when Valhalla is rolling, it's the most exciting. It's the most exciting show on TV. Solana, she hitting threes. Tiffany Hayes, she hitting threes. Veronica Burton, she get into the paint, bro. And that's because, again, when the center of that engine is running, when Gabby's running, the city, again, we got juice again. So I'm just talking about overall impact, what she does for that team. Again, it was just a couple games ago, Valkyrie would have 100% lost if without like a 12 or 14 point fourth quarter from Gabby. She really gets that team going. So again, if I'm just talking about impact, she just means more to her team than Ryan Howard does, and that's the only justifiable thing I can put her in front of Ryan Howard about.
I mean, well, call me KC. I'm about to talk down about somebody. So Ryan Howard though is a star on the team full of stars, right? She's still the number one. You got a Alicia Gray. You got a Jordan Canada.
Yes.
You got an Angel Reese.
Keep going.
So, I mean, to be the man, to still be the star on that.
That's Nas Hillman. You got to pow. Keep going.
Gotta be Brianna Harrison when she's healthy. It's a lot. But
I know.
You think Atlanta Dream is still Ryan Howard, right? Who else gonna shoot the ball out there in Golden State, bro? Who else gonna step up in the fourth quarter?
You're right. Who is gonna do it? We'll lose. If you don't do it, we'll lose. And we did it.
And you only giving me 16? I mean, damn, Olivia giving me 17. She a rookie.
Yeah, and look who else is on that damn thing because Olivia's there. Look who else is a starter because Olivia's there.
Jessica giving me 18, 15 and 11 a night.
And who else is on that starting list with Jessica?
Stewie is Stewie, right?
Impact. again, and 110%, you ain't gonna sit here and tell me that Liberty roster ain't better than that Valkyrie roster, because it is. And it is.
Offensively, yes. Defensively, no. That's a great defensive team.
Yeah, I give that one.
That's a great defensive team. But I mean, no disrespect. Man, I don't disrespect Gabby. Gabby's a baller. I had her as my most improved player this year anyway. So I liked her coming into the season, right? Right. I just think Ryan, I would have gave Ryan Howard a nod. You know what I'm saying? For starter, Gabby would definitely be an all-star. All of them, both Angel Reese is gonna be an all-star, all of them gonna be an all-star. Mm-hmm. Now I'm interested to see July 10th what the rest of this look like. Because
I'm interested in that Sparks theory that you had. I would like to see some more, but I gotta do some digging on that. I wasn't even hip on that one.
Yeah, I think next week y'all gonna piss me off.
I feel a strong case of y'all pissing me off coming up.
I feel a strong case that my girl Malaga might not be an all-star. She should be. I have a feeling y'all gonna find a way not to put my girl Court, because Marina Mabry should be a starter, but
Marina should be up there.
I ain't ready for that conversation. I'm saying Marina Baby should probably be in start lineup before Caitlin Clark, but I ain't ready for that conversation. I ain't ready for that.
Again, I don't know what the hell going on with KP and that Sparks theory, but she should be a starter. While we talking about Ryan Howard and while we talking about the bigs, we can make an argument for Cardoza. She could be a starter.
But as far as Marina Mabry, she averages almost 22 points a game.
Facts.
Better 3-point percentage.
Facts.
Better field goal percentage than Caitlin Clark. But I get the dynamic with that one. I'm just saying, Marina Mabry should be a starter. But all ain't fair in love and basketball, I guess. So I'm just saying.
Y'all better give my girl some love. Y'all better give Marina some love. She got shit jumping in the 6. But go for it. Go for it, bro.
Hey, bro. It's gonna be interesting. Some weird stuff happening. I know tomorrow night with WNBA is getting some games. Got the Lynx versus the Liberty tomorrow. I'm very interested in that one. Confused. I see the Dream gonna get out this funk that they in. They play Valhalla. Damn, how many times they gonna play the Valkyrie? They play the Valkyrie on Saturday on CBS. On July 4th.
Guess we get to put this thing to. We get to prove this theory, then, huh? We get to prove this theory.
Yeah, on Sunday, the Wings and Tempo play. Good game, and then on 7 p.m. on ESPN, Fever go to Vegas. So it's some good ones, man. Like, All-Star Weekend is coming up. Then we down to that playoff push. So, hey, man, it's getting down to the nitty-gritty, man. Might start getting a watch list for this MVP. Because it's a wide open. Well, but take Aja Wilson out of it. Everybody else is kind of a wide open race between who might be runner-ups and stuff like that. So about time to see who's gonna get some of these postseason awards and who is really about to separate themselves or gonna maybe step themselves up with the Lynx and the Aces as another contender. You see, maybe it's Valhalla. They playing great basketball.
I was about to say, bro, a couple weeks away from now, bro, we talk about 3 in that tier.
Yeah, the Young Mystics are
right there, that 9th seed, or that 8th, 9th seed.
Yeah, now they playoff bound. Right there, right for a playoff spot with the Tempo.
Yep. That's only if it's only if Sydney get his damn mind right. We'll see.
But for this episode, man. IDK Sports Podcast, your premium spot to talk sports with the average guy. My name is Anthony. My name is Kenny. Like, share, subscribe. Until next week. Holla.